One second.
All right, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. I think a lot of people will be looking at the replay of this, so I hope that wherever you are in the world that you're having a good day. Welcome here to the Self-Made Expat Mom webinar. And I think we're going to start off with a question. If we can see the slides. There we go. What brings you here? What is it in your life right now that doesn't feel aligned for you right now? So if you think about it, what is it that made you tune into this webinar? What is it that you're looking for? So maybe it is that you are like us, living as supporting spouses in different countries in the world, and you are uncomfortable being financially dependent on your spouse, or you're looking to chase your own dreams, to have other goals than taking care of the family. Maybe you also want to show your kids what is possible and what it means to build a personal brand and to set up a successful online business with that. And yeah, prove to yourself that you can basically you can do it all. You can be a stay-at-home mom and be there for your kids, but at the same time also have career goals and an online business. And of course, with our lives, our busy lives all around the world, wherever we live, it is so important to have location freedom and also have that time freedom to be there for your kids when they need you and be there for your family when they need you. So here we are, Des and I, we are both living abroad, raising kids. We're deep into family adventures. And like maybe you are like this too, and you're just thinking like this life is amazing, but I just want something more. So here we go. We'll do a little introduction. So my name is Lynn de Leeuwerk. I live in Bangkok currently with my husband, who I've been with for 20 years. We have 3 kids, and basically after we graduated, we met in hotel school, we graduated, and we just moved abroad. And actually we haven't been back home since then. So that was about 18 years ago now. We've been traveling the world and living in different places. And we've done quite the traditional way of getting married. And then we had 3 kids while my husband was working many hours in the hospitality industry. And once the kids were grown up a bit, because raising a family abroad, like without your other family close by and the support of your parents and so on, after the kids were grown up a bit and went to school, I really felt like I had so much time and I needed to find a purpose and find myself back again. I've been so busy raising the kids, taking care of the kids, and in between also moving cross country within Japan, moving internationally from Thailand to Japan. And so I've been so busy, and at some point I thought, oh my God, here I am. I'm a mom of 3. We lead a very fun and adventurous life, but what is it that I do? What is my purpose? And then I really thought as well that I'm so dependent on my husband, actually. Where we live, my visa, everything is dependent on him, and it's really hard for me to work in the countries that we live in without the proper work permits and so on. So that's why I am so happy to have found this online business that enables me to just work anywhere, and at any time I can just, you know, take care of my kids the way I want to and travel with them and so on, and really dedicate the time that I have to working on my business. So that's why I'm here together with Desiree, who I met in Tokyo when oh no, not Tokyo, that's where she is now, in Kyoto, where we both lived. So over to you, Des.
Thanks so much. I know it was so beautiful. That's the beautiful thing about expat life, right? No matter where we live, we meet amazing people, and friendships are just formed everywhere. And like distance doesn't matter. We all move on, and the friendships remain. And especially when you're in business together, we'll we'll be connected for life. So there we go. So yes, my name is Desiree, and I'm half German, half Indonesian. I'm married to a Spanish husband, and we are currently living in Tokyo, Japan. We have two little kids. And yeah, being a mom is really the thing that propelled me into the health space from the beginning on, right? Because I really wanted my little kids to grow up as naturally as they could. So I dove deeper into a passion that I already had since many, many years, and that is essential oils. So about 4 years ago, I got certified as a metaphysical, and clinical aromatherapist. And since then, my mission has really been to help other families to find natural solutions and live a toxic-free life. And so I currently still do consultations, and I have a digital course that certifies others to become a clinical or like an aromatherapist. So this piece really helped me to keep my identity. So my husband and I, we were both working. We both had our separate hotel careers, and we kept like having to follow each other to different countries because we were both in our jobs, right? So after a while, I said, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be separated all the time. So I felt like I needed to leave my hotel career, because also we wanted to start a family. But I always felt this need that I have to prove myself somehow. I have to prove myself. I have to continue like financially contributing to our life, right? But after you become a mom, also all of that, you get lost in all of that somehow. So that's why while this whole clinical aromatherapy and my digital course were my purpose and my passion, right? And it helped me always to like have this something that I was still doing. I felt like I needed to find an aligned way to help me make like a proper high profit income, one that will also support us as a family because we have a lot of dreams and we have a lot of dream projects coming up once we move back to Europe again one day. We're in no hurry, but once we do, I really want to be there, right, as a financial supporter as well. And as expats, we love our lifestyle. We have a unique lifestyle. We have lots of benefits over here. So when we move back one day, we don't want to give that up. We want to continue living in this sort of way, right? Um, so yeah, I love being with my family. I love spending all the time I can with my kids. But they're really like, I don't want to miss anything. I don't want to miss a recital. I don't want to miss a sports event. But then also don't want to go into an office to make this financial dream become reality, right? I don't want to be bound by company regulations or spend my time building someone else's dream, all for just a capped income. And besides, like Lynn says, we have visa restrictions. So even if we could work part-time somewhere, it's not going to meet our financial desires. So the ultimate solution is really to work online.
So why would we work online? Well, we already touched upon a few subjects here. So one of them is that we both have our own personal brand, and your personal brand is you. It evolves with you. It can encompass like anything you want it to be, and it can never be taken away from you because it's literally like you, and you are completely in control of the income that you make with that personal brand and online. Also, the internet is like an open space, right? So everyone in the world at any time can see your product and what you do. And so that means your shop front is always open. That also means, because we always have internet everywhere, that you basically have your business in your pocket. So it really creates location freedom and the freedom to create your own schedule. And then lastly, the affiliate marketing and direct selling industry is really like a thriving industry, and it's estimated to grow to, let me just read this number, 86 billion by the year 2026, which is more than double since 2020. And also I read this article about many female millionaires actually come from this affiliate and direct selling business. So that is really a good business to be in right now in the online space. So if you're looking for an online business and you're looking for a vehicle, an uncapped business model to work with, what are you actually looking for to make sure that it's a successful one? So first of all, it's important to offer a product or a service that people want, need, and love. So it means that it's in demand and people are ready to invest in it for themselves. That it has longevity and it has stood the test of time. Like these days, there's a lot of new companies popping up and they offer affiliate codes and all these kind of things like use our link and so on. But what are these companies really? Like, how do they work? Are they ethically responsible? And have they stood the test of time? So thirdly, you're looking for a product that has a high commission, because every sale you make takes just as much time to make, whether it's like a $50 face cream or a $2,000 product. So really, it's much smarter, to be honest, to have a high ticket product so that you have higher commissions. Then we get to business in a box. Everyone who's been an entrepreneur knows how much time it costs to set up a business. So what if you can just have a business vehicle that's already set up for you, that has everything in place, automation and time leverage systems, plus the customer care and logistics and so on of the products itself. It's really easy. It's like a business in a box. And then we get to the education that follows proven strategies and offers ongoing mentorship. So with this, you don't have to, I don't know the expression exactly from how we say it in Dutch, but you don't have to figure out the wheel every time. It's already there. People have done it. People have done it before you, and you can see their success. And you know that if you follow in their footsteps, you will receive or you will reach the same success. And then what is also really important, like for us, especially as moms, is that there's legacy income potential for life that is willable to your loved ones. So basically within some business models, when you reach a certain rank or you reach a certain sales, there's like a monthly income that you will get for the rest of your life, and that is willable to your children. So basically you are setting up your children for success in their life already. So I just use that word uncapped. So, I mean, we all know what uncapped means, but what does it mean in relation to a business and to income? So here we have a couple of things that show you what is capped versus uncapped. So for example, capped is to earn more, you work more. This is in like a normal job or like an hourly job or something where you get paid per assignment. To earn more, you need to work more. Versus uncapped, you can work less for unlimited income. Capped, limited time off. Your boss determines when you can go on holiday or not. Whereas when you work with an uncapped business model, you have time freedom. The same for the next one. You need to stay in one place if you work for a boss or in an office or when you have a physical shop somewhere. Whereas with an uncapped online business model, you have location freedom and you can live and travel anywhere you want. With a capped income, especially if you have your own business, you have continuous monthly expenses. Think about rent, staff that you have, whereas uncapped, it's limited expenses. Maybe you have a website, maybe you reinvest into the products again, but in general, it's a very limited amount of money that you spend every year. With the capped income, you're reliant on your job or the staff that works for you, whereas uncapped with this business model, it's an automated leverage business. Capped, small profit margin versus uncapped, high profit and high income. So this is really like the very uncapped thing, the high profit, high income, because it's basically there's no limit on what you can earn because it's completely dependent on your own sales and how much work you put in. So just to recap, there's a 3-step solution to an uncapped income online that both Desiree and I leverage. So number 1, in-demand, high commission product. Products and business vehicle with a very high return on investment. Number 2, education and automation. So that means that you spend less time doing things and figuring things out and things are being done for you. And number 3, like-minded community, mentorship, and ongoing support.
So I'm finally going to reveal to you who we partner with and all of that, how it works, and how we get paid. Lynn just used a really, really good word, and that is leverage, right? Because we get to leverage an incredible company. That company is called Anagic. It is from Japan, and it really provides us that business in a box, which is especially for us moms that are so busy, is so great. We don't have a lot of time. We are so busy, especially navigating new countries, new cultures all the time, being at all these gazillion kids' activities, and also being there when our husband says, hey, time to, or I get to be off, let's go travel, or I get to, we need to move to another country. It's like we don't have time to actually start a business from scratch, even if we wanted to. So this is a really great opportunity because this company has already stood the test of time. It's a 50-year-old Japanese company and it's built for you. It's already done, proven, right? Um, they have very much their aligned values because they are on a mission for true health and wealth for everyone around the world. They have a robust business model because they have patented products and a patented compensation plan. And we're going to go into that a little bit more later. Also, the only water ionizer globally exists with them, and they have a Japanese medical grade certification. So believe me, I live in Japan. Lynn's lived in Japan for 7 years too. We can totally tell you when they set their mind to something, when they certify something, it's the real thing, right? Go through so much care and there's so much paperwork. So it actually does take like 7 to 12 years to really register or like certify something. So that's already been done. So we get to leverage this on a global business scale, which is important for us because we're so global. Like right now, we have people tuning in from Europe, from Canada, from Australia, from all over Asia at the moment. It's amazing in so many different time zones. And this business has distribution rights in over 85 countries and local offices in over 50 countries. So it's really works well for us. Now, Enagic has several products, but I want to talk to you today about the flagship health product and, for example, how I got into this space. For the ones that know a little bit our story, for me, it started with a little red blinking light when I had to change my water filter on my fridge. You know, those fridges where the water comes out. And I was like, what? It's so expensive. What do I need to do? What does it actually do? And I remember that conversation I had with Lynn telling me about this ionizer in Kyoto. And I was like, let me rekindle that conversation. So being who I am and being in this health space, I geeked out over it, right? I tried to learn everything I possibly could to learn about this product. Now, it is really the only water ionizer with a medical grade certification, which really means a lot. Now, me as a holistic health guide and also clinical aromatherapist, what I do when I look at people's health, I look at so many different factors, like 360 view. I look at nutrition, essential oils, metaphysics, your body elements, lifestyle choices. But I felt there's one thing I never really looked at. And it's the most basic thing of all. It's the type of water we drink. And so like I said, I geeked out over it, maybe also my German side in me, but I realized that not all water is created equal. So this is electrolyzed, it produces electrolyzed reduced water. So if you put that into PubMed or a Google Scholar, right? Like go wild on that because you're going to be there for hours reading about all the benefits that this electrolyzed reduced water has. So pretty much you just attach it to your tap, it goes through this beautiful machine, and then it brings out this type of water. And number one, it really reduces the oxidative stress on your cell. Now, oxidative stress is an imbalance of free radicals and antioxidants in your body, and that can lead your cell damage. So think about all these conditions today, like cancer, Alzheimer's, heart disease, and all of that. That all plays a role in that stress. And there's also things like pollution, cigarette smoke, right? And all of that causes oxidative stress. So that's why everyone always says, drink more green tea, eat more blueberries because of the antioxidant value. But the water gives that to you, like automatically. It is because it is molecular hydrogen rich, right? And the molecular hydrogen is the most potent antioxidant, and they will neutralize all of these free radicals. It's like a police force. You drink, and it's like this police force going into your body, kicking away all the bad stuff. Um, and you are going to be hydrated better. Whenever I tell people that, people are like, what do you mean better hydration? It's like, well, because of this electrolysis that the water goes through, the molecules become really tiny, right? Like micro clustered molecules. And the smaller it is, the better it can penetrate into your cells, and you are going to be hydrated better. Like at night, I usually get up multiple times to go to the bathroom. It's super annoying. I feel that since I'm drinking this water, I don't do that anymore. And I drink probably more water now. And it just shows how beautiful it gets absorbed into your body. Now, also, this water is alkalized via electrolysis. So a lot of health centers, a lot of like sports people, they all drink alkaline water, right? So people already know, aha, that's really, really good for you. Now, but when you buy alkaline water, first of all, it's in a plastic bottle, which microplastics, I don't have time to go into that right now. That's already bad. But you see an ingredient list, and I don't want to have different ingredients in my water. I just want water, right? I want H2O in there. So because they add chemicals and all of these things to make it alkaline, to raise the pH of that water. But this machine does it through electrolysis or through electricity. So it's like the closest thing that we have through nature. Just think about lightning and all of that, right? So, but that's only drinking water. This machine actually is able to produce 7 different pH waters with over 60 uses. I'm talking about beauty water. I've replaced my toner. I've replaced my hair conditioner. My hair is like shinier than ever. You can wash your fruits and veggies with it. You can clean, sanitize, disinfect. You can do so many things. So after this, we're going to send you a little booklet that outlines all of the 60 uses that this machine actually has, because it blows my mind every time. I like to put things into pictures. So just think about this, okay? Our human body is made up of 70% water. Essentially, we are water. Now we're also aging gracefully. We're moms, just over 40. And our cells, think of our cells and our body like a grape, okay? Like a nice plump grape. As we're getting older, we're getting more dehydrated. So do you want to be like a raisin, all wrinkly and shriveled up and dehydrated, or do you want to be plump and firm like a grape? That is the difference this type of water can make on your cells. Then if you're preparing your kids' lunch boxes, right? You cut that apple, and if you're like me, I'll leave the other half on the counter, forget about it, and after a while it looks like that. Well, welcome to the world of oxidization. This is also what happens to our cells as we're aging. They oxidize. But with this water, we can actually reverse that. And wouldn't you rather bite into a crisp apple? Well, that is our body and how it gets to be when you're drinking this type of water. This water is literally a new way and can change the way you live. Now, I want to also ask you, what is it that you're doing? So I've talked about all of this water, right? Now, let's turn it around a little bit, because a lot of moms, they start to work on a business, right? But I'm also like still in this time frame of like, what is true health? It's physical health, mental health, environmental health. A lot of us, like Lynn and I, were both very much into the environment as well, and financial health. Now, financial health is very much a piece to emotional wellness, right? Whether we like it or we don't, whether we believe in it, it truly is. And that's a lot of the mindset that we need to shift upon as well, that it is directly correlated to our emotional health. right? So now we want to share with you the model and the pathway that we use to create a constant stream of income that continues to compound as we grow. So let us ask you, is what you're doing right now as a mom living abroad, is it just keeping you busy? Is it tapping into your passion? Hey, maybe you're a yoga teacher or a language teacher, or you are, serving back to the community in some beautiful way. Maybe you're an artist, right? But are you really creating an income that is going to pay you for the rest of your life, whether you're working or not? How nice would that be to have? So let me give you a little bit of an example of and show you the actual numbers. We can change this trajectory of like, oh, we're just a trailing spouse. We don't get to contribute financially, because we can change this financial game. Because why not? Why shouldn't we be the ones to bring our husbands home or give them a choice? Do I want to continue paying in this high paying like corporate job? Or do I want to have a choice and actually do something that I want to do? Maybe we want to be the ones who say, hey, I'm preparing legacy income for our kids, something to will them, something that is for them in the future. Maybe we are the ones who want to buy us our dream house back home once we move back, right? Why can't we be the ones to provide all of that? So there is a strategy that we use. I've told you a little bit about the product. I've told you about the company. So, but I also mentioned that's only one product, right? So we have a few different products that we can play here. We have that K8 water ionizer that I spoke about. We also have the Anespa, which is a shower filter. So I love the onsen, right? So this makes like onsen type of water at home. And it's just amazing. It's really puts back, it takes out all the bad stuff, but it remineralizes your shower water. And especially when you have little kids, every time they're in the shower, I feel so good because I know they're showering with the best water possible for their little growing bodies and their skin. Then there is also ukon. Ukon is the Japanese word for wild turmeric, and they make it in the form of supplements or a tea or soap even, and it's amazing. I mean, these supplements are really also game-changing for your health. Then there is a new exciting product that's just being launched, and that's called M-Guard, because that one targets high frequency electromagnetic noise radiation up to 1 gigahertz. And it's amazing to have in your home as well. And if anyone is interested to know more about these products, feel free, we'll tell you more. But that's what you have to know. So these 4 products are pretty much the main ones, right? So we work with a quad strategy. When you enter a business, we enter a business properly because we want to make money fast, okay? So there's a lot of ways to start, but we do that. So we pick any of these four products. You can do 2 of some, you can do 1 of some, you can do 1 of each, right? And but the numbers I'm going to show you are going to be based on 2 of these water ionizers, because we usually have 1 at home. 1 we get to loan out to friends to experience that, right? The shower filter and the Ukon. So this is basically the numbers we're referring to. But again, it's super flexible, however you want to do. You can pay off your investment in just selling 5 quads to like the same package of 4, and that's it, 5. And then you're forever, forever, forever into profit. Isn't that beautiful? So this is our high ROI strategy, okay? And here's the benefits in investing this way. The compensation plan, honestly, I needed to look at that video so many times. I'm sometimes still confused about it, but I like to just break it down and do it simple. You don't need to understand the numbers now. Just know that every time you make a sale, your commission becomes higher and higher and higher, okay? So you have a certain investment, you get money back from your own investment, and in just 5 sales, like mentioned, you're already in profit. And from there, you're forever in profit. So your next 6 sales will actually already bring you over $50,000, right? By this point, you've made 10 sales and you're maximizing that patented compensation plan, which is very complex. It's Japanese, very complex, but it's amazing. And you earn over $7,000 per sale, per quad sale. I mean, that's crazy. It's a lot, right? So think about that little time you have. Are you going to invest it to get a little bit of a return? Or are you going to invest that same time and get a big return? That's the difference. So another 7 sales after that, and you've made your first 100,000. Think about it. So to put it a little bit, like ask yourself that question, how much more do you want to bring in per month? Do you want to say, like, we're really good, and especially our mentors are really good at talking strategy. Do you say, you know what, another 10,000 a month would be amazing? Hey, another 20,000 a year would be amazing. Whatever your goal is, we can work backwards and let you know, okay, this is your plan. This is what we need to do. So to make an extra 50,000, whether it's a month or a year or whatever your timeline is, that's just 11 sales, just 11. An extra 100,000 in whatever time frame is 18 sales. An extra 150 is 25 sales. And I don't even want to say sales because for me, it's not selling. For me, it's blessing another family with better water. It's blessing another family with better health. And it's blessing another family with that opportunity that we're showing to you now, right? That's what that sale means to me. It's a service. I'm actually blessing another family with that. So this one is probably one of my favorite slides because I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? This is just so abundant. Don't worry. I looked at this too at the first time and I was like, what does that mean? Just look at the thing I circled, okay? Once you hit that level, you're actually going to be earning that legacy income that we've been throwing that term around the whole time. That is what it is. You will get a juicy bonus, but also you will get income monthly for the rest of your life and your children's life, right? We can will that to your kids. We can will that to a loved one, and they are going to be set up. That's something. So every time we work, we're actually investing. We're doing it for them, and it's something for them, right? We're not just giving our hours to some company. It's actually for them. And so it's limitless, and that's what we mean by uncapped. Look at these numbers. I'm like dizzy looking at these numbers because the potential is amazing. But let's just focus on this. This is our immediate goal to get that. So we can set up like a 3 or 5 year plan for you. Year 1 is a little bit like your apprenticeship. You're learning your ropes, right? You're plugging yourself in, you're getting set up, you're getting good income along the way. By year 3, already, you get to have a choice, right? How does your work look? How many hours are you putting in? How flexible are you? You're going to be really earning abundantly already by year 3 if you follow our systems. And by year 5, you're fully financially free. You are at legacy wealth or would have been very close to legacy wealth, which you can leave to your kids. So whatever it is, we can totally set you up with that strategy. Now, a lot of you I know are thinking right now, oh, but I don't have time. I'm so busy. How in the world am I going to make all of this happen? I'm too busy. Well, I'm an expat mom too. I have 2 little ones and I'm super busy too. Plus, I have my passion business, right? I didn't have time to like work on something. It's a lot. But this, what we're involved in, the collective that we're a part of, is all about setting yourself up. It's all about automation and education. And that is the beauty of being plugged in to a community like that.
This is my turn again. Yes, so after learning about the products and learning about the compensation plan, how it works, and who the company is that we affiliate with, I will now tell you about the community that we are plugged into, because Without automation and education systems, you don't have a time leverage business, you have a job. So here's the solution, your automation and education solution. So of course, our business is open 24/7 because it is online, but we are not available 24/7. However, we work with the Wildly Empowered Collective. They have a hub online that we are a part of, and here we have education modules and courses to launch your business. So when you are busy bringing new people into the business, you are coaching them and mentoring, but there's also a huge library of information in the hub that they can go through by themselves, and they are guided to how to set up their own business. There are tried and tested building strategies to scale your business. What Desiree was just mentioning with the quad strategy, there's more like that really shows you how to progress quickly through the compensation plan. There's training, mentorship, and exclusive offers for additional support. There are world-class guest speakers and trainers that are very highly regarded in the field of direct sales, of affiliate marketing, but also like mindfulness and money beliefs and so on, but because you can work on the practical things, but you also have to work on the inside things. And it's all there in the hub. It will all help you with that. There's an expert sales team that does the sales calls for you. So you don't even actually have to, like once you have people who are interested to join the business with you, there's an actually expert sales team that will do the calls for you and arrange all the paperwork for you. And within the hub, you also have affiliate links, email automation, and automated support systems that will help you leverage, time leverage your business. So the Wildly Empowered Collective that we are a part of is a huge support. Like it's, to me, it feels like a whole bunch of cheerleaders spread out all over the world. And in our lives where we move cities and countries quite often, right? It is really lovely to have this cheerleader team like behind you at all times to help you, to also support you when you're not able, when you're busy with other things. They can also help you keep your business running. And so as a part of this collective, we have the community, the mentorship, and the support. As I said, in the hub, we have the automated education systems and strategies. We have the expert sales team. The community is really global, and I'm very excited because this month there's the 50-year anniversary of Enagic in Okinawa in Japan, and many of us are traveling there, and it's going to be epic. There'll be mastermind training days and dinners and so on, and it's going to be really fun to meet everyone. Some people, like I know Desiree personally, obviously, but some people in my team or in the wider collective, we've only met through Zoom calls and online. And this is going to be the first time that we're going to see them in real life. So that's really exciting. As I said, there's a transformational mindset coaching by famous leaders in the business. There is hot seat coaching. We have like regular calls within the community that you can always join and where you can always ask questions. And there are support chat groups. And lastly, there are a lot of in-person retreats and events that you can join. So our collective, the Wildly Empowered Collective, this is in Australian dollars because the Wildly Empowered Collective started there. So in the first 4 months of 2024, within our collective, we had an overall sales revenue of more than 2 million Australian dollars, of which more than 1 million was paid out to the members in the collective that have made the sales. And on top of all the things I just mentioned, we also have regular business mentorships that you can join, where you're being coached by top earners and supported to launch and scale your business online.
Yes, so, but don't only take it from us, right? We are in this, we are working ourselves up there, but we wanted to share about a few moms who actually really made it in this space already. So first of all, this is Anastasia Watt from New Zealand, and she's a mama to a 13-month-old, and she now gets to stay at home indefinitely and not return to traditional work because of this business. She's actually a chiropractor. So the reason she started this business was to create full financial and time freedom because she really wanted to stay home with her baby, right? Like so many of us, we really do enjoy this time home with our kids. She didn't want to stress financially, and she wants to return to what she does with love and passion over time when she's ready herself, right? Um, so because of this, she has now created exactly that and gets to live a choice while contributing massively financially to her little family. Then we also have Julie from the UK, and she came into this business after being super duper successful for 11 years in a network marketing company. And she was able to provide with that fully as a single mom to her two boys. But she was really tired of these monthly sales targets, this D ranking, the monthly hustle, right? And the vehicle she once loved, she no longer, it didn't feel like a freedom business anymore. She felt like she needed to keep going and going and going and going. Otherwise, like she didn't reach her goals. So she loves leveraging with social media alone. So she embraced Enagic because it has high ticket sales, systems to save time, and then she doesn't have to hustle anymore, right? She now makes regular 5-figure months and earns more than she ever made in this network marketing company, even though she was like the top 2%. Now her boys are adults, and not only does she have time to travel and enjoy more financial stability, but she embraces a true freedom lifestyle. Then we have Jade Diaz. Jade is in Australia, and she's a stay-at-home mom now of two. But before that, she was actually really burned out from 14 years as a senior fashion buyer. She worked 50 plus hours a week. She traveled the world with her job. But she really wanted to take that time to focus on her family, to be there, right? So she dove into health and nutrition, also for her own inner healing, breath work, sound healing, to slow down her life, lead with her heart, and connect her with the water. So that business she started 18 months ago, right? And now she has already since generated $500,000 in sales, and she coaches others to come back home to their hearts, improve their health, and share authentically in this online business model to create a true time leveraged passive income. These are just a few of the moms that we also can't wait to meet because they are a true inspiration about what's possible. So how does this come together? We've been saying we're all busy, we don't have time. So how does this actually come together for you to make your sales, or like I like to say, to bless other families? So you start with, if you love social media, that's what you can use. Just your social media. You don't need a website. You don't need anything else. You just need social media. Or if you like more face-to-face things, you can use the power of your network. You can do face-to-face meetings, whatever you feel is right for you, right? Then you lead them to a free webinar, like something like this today. You don't even have to run your own if that's not your thing. You can totally leverage on webinars. We love doing webinars, so you can just send them to one of ours if you want. And then you lead them to a discovery process. And this discovery process, if you say by now, oh my God, this is super duper interesting, tell me more. We're also going to put it in the chat. The discovery process is something where it outlines a lot more in detail what is possible, the opportunity, right? The strategy behind it, so you can dive deep. At the end of these 4 steps that is in this process that you get to watch, you can book a clarity call with one of our, like Lynn explained, like the sales team, right? The experts. You don't even have to make your own sales call. It's amazing. So they can book that clarity call, right? Answer all the questions, and that's it. That person then, or you start investing in your business with the initial investment, right? But that is a one-time investment. And then you launch your business into whatever way you feel right. And you have this beautiful community to help you tailor this. This is what it gets to look like. So now, where are you in the process? You are right here. We've already connected with you on social media, in the groups, through networks, wherever you are in the world, we've already connected with you. You've now come to the end of this webinar, right? And now it's your turn to check out this discovery process. To have any unanswered questions. If you have unanswered questions, you know where to find us. You can either pop it into the group now, or you know where to find us. But other than that, go into this discovery process. It's completely free for you to have a look. The clarity call with the expert is totally free for you to have, to talk to them. And then that's it. Join us to become so abundant, so happy, and so free to guide with our heart, to be with our family, to travel the world, to build our dream house, whatever your dreams may be. We would love it if you joined us into our team as well, into our collective. We'll be your guides. And yeah, let's earn abundantly while having an immense amount of fun together as well.
That's for sure, yes. The fun is important.
Exactly.
All right, thank you so much for being here today. We'd love to hear from you. And as Desiree said, we'll drop the links for the discovery process to go through, and any questions you have, you know where to find us.